Hey everyone, it's Becky. I just have a design team project for Craftsupplies1 on Zibbet. I altered some mousetraps, and these mousetraps are for, I signed up under Tina Cricket Creates channel. She did a video doing a mousetrap swap, and she paired us up in threes, and my partner to make my mousetraps for was Cindy for Kiddos. So this is what I made for her. I kind of went over the email. She was kind of, I guess, versatile as far as like style, shabby chic. She really liked anything, and then she said she liked pinks and blues and stuff. And so I kind of did it. Not really. This one I did kind of pastel, but this one's kind of a little bit brighter. But I'll kind of go over this one first. This one it's more of a greens and stuff, not really blues. There is a little blue flower in there. let me show you the paper really quick. I used the Prima Botanicals, and I believe the paper in here is in the back. And I've never really stopped and paid attention to this paper, and it's actually really pretty. So I really like the colors in it. And it has I can get some flowers, some wine colored flowers, and to match this the darker color, like burgundy, reddish colors in this. So I've got a couple of latex wine colored flowers that I was going to use on the mousetrap, but I decided to do the romance novel on the other one instead. So on this one, I used that paper, and I distressed everything, and I distressed on all the edges, and then I went over it with these chalk edgers. And this one's a pastel green, can't really see it, and then the pastel pink, and these are the only two I have. I just got them to try them out, but I really like them because it kind of gives it a shabby chic look when you put it on. And then I used the vintage photo, just kind of on the corners a little bit, just to kind of make it look vintage, old. And then on the back, I did the stencil with the little micro dots, and it's got the flower and I think some numbers lettering. Fake Chick 777 uses it a lot. So, and then I used, I believe it's the shimmers, it's the Dazzlers, and it's Sponge Sugar, I believe, or Tutti Frutti. It's one of those. And then, yeah, it's Tutti Frutti, I remember, because I got a little trial size. So, and then I went around the edges, or I painted everything first, I guess, with the antique white. You can't really see it because I've covered it up, but it's the texture paint. And then I went over the edges with this halfback pearl from my stash. And then I did the same. I used paper on the front, and I just cut out, where the little hardware is to hold everything in place. And on this one, let me pull this out really quick. I did a Prima Satin crystals, just cut one apart and used that. And then I put some seam binding from my stash, and this is just I don't remember what color she said it was, but it's like a sea green. So it matches the paper really well. And then I just cut out this postcard from the paper, and I used the texture paint on the back of it just because it was white, just to kind of give it something. And I just stuck it in there. I went over everything after I was all done with the texture paint, so you can kind of see it on the metal. And then all my flowers are from Craftsupplies1, except for the leaves. Those are from my stash. And then this little doily's from my stash. And I made this flower. And I think I was trying to make, I don't remember what flower I was trying to make off of a tutorial, but this is what came out. And it was because I was using the wrong paper, but it was kind of cool. It was white, and so I sprayed it with my Mojito Green, Lindy's, and then I put some stamen in it. that I had, and these are just some little petals. It's actually from one of these flowers, and I cut it too short, and so like the flower fell apart. So I just kept the little petals and I just stuck them in there. And then this is a cream colored, I think these are the 3/4 inch flowers. And then this is a little calla lily from the store, and she's got really big ones too. Not really big ones, but probably about 1.5 inches, and these are probably like a 3/4 inch. And then there's this flower, and this is the latex that she has in her shop. And then this is a little porcelain aqua blue flower that's there. And then I cut this little like postcard, I don't know, little in Burma. And I just stressed it, used all the same inks on the edges, and I popped it up on there. Just kind of give it a little bit of dimension. And then this is a Tim Holtz bauble. I didn't make this one, but this is my last one, and I was hoarding it so that I could kind of, I'm not real good at making charms. I don't know how everybody does it, so I just kind of kept this one to kind of go off of how they did the chain and all that. So it's my last one in the packs, but I thought it fit really well with the little mousetrap, so I used it. So I really hope that Cindy likes her mousetrap. And then there is this one. And I used the Primo romance novel. And I used this paper with the little rose on it with the script. And I painted it the same. Again, you can't really see it. Right there, maybe. With the antique white and the texture, the sand texture. And then this is just some lace from my stash. And this is some halfback pearls from Craftsupplies1. I don't know if you can really see that picking up. But, yeah, I really like this. This is the last of what I had. I've only got like maybe 1 inch left. So I really like this halfback pearl because it's so dainty. And then here's another piece of the paper, and I did the same thing as the other one. I cut it out where like the hardware is. And then this pattern, I just cut it so this pattern was there. And I forgot I was going to do this one upside down, and then I ended up gluing everything down, and I was like, oh well. So, and then here is some brown seam binding, and I've had this in my stash for a long time. And then this is a key from Craftsupplies1, and I just hung it with some jump rings from the little bar right there. And then there's a keyhole from Spare Parts, and I just went over everything again with the texture paint. And then this is a little fabric flower from Craftsupplies1, and I went over it again. And then this is the 3/4 inch flowers, and I just took some petals off to make this little rosebud. And then this is a 1/2 inch. These are the white ones. It was like that, and I sprayed it with my cotton candy pink. And then this is a leaf from my stash. I just stamped it with my script stamp. And then these two are like the 1 1/4 inch flowers, and I just took some petals off just to kind of make them look like little like rosebuds. And this is like the pink two-tone, and this is the brown two-tone, and then there's the white 1/2 inch, and there's a blue one. This is like a baby blue 1/2 inch flower, and these are really cute. I really like these. And then there's another one of the aqua colored porcelain roses, and I took the leaves off this one just because it kind of made everything off balance. So I just took the leaves off. You can take the leaves off stuff that you get from our store, or you can leave them on. Most of the time I leave them on unless it doesn't fit. And then this is another doily that I got from the paper bag lady. I have one. I don't know if I showed you guys, but I got them on Zibbet. She sells like a whole big pack of them, so I bought a couple of packs, and I think I'm supplied for life. But these ones are just little ones, and I cut this one up because it's like shaped like a square, and I just, so little corners would pop out. And then this little charm, I just did some chain with some jump rings from my stash, and then 2 glass pearls from my stash that you can get at Michael's, and then I believe I got the bead caps from Joann's, and then the little bead spacer from Butterbee Scraps. And then I hung this charm from Craftsupplies1 from the bottom, and I actually used some texture paint on it and some of that pastel pink chalk ink. And the charm, let me show you really quick. I got it in my DT package, but just so you don't have to go back and watch the video. It looks like this, and it's actually kind of not really heavy, but it's a little bit heavy, like for the bottom. As you can see, like it kind of hangs, it still hangs really good, but you know, it kind of leans forward just because it's a little bit heavier. But I just stuck some texture paint on it, and it actually stuck. So sometimes when I put texture paint on metal, it will flake off, especially if I'm messing with it a lot. But this, it's actually stayed on, and these are like a black, like a gunmetal color. So I was trying to keep everything the same color, so that's why, mostly why I painted it. But I think it turned out really cute with the project. So I didn't want like a whole bunch of different colored metals. So I think the key matches with the keyhole, and then this all matches together. So yeah. So these are my projects. Oh, and I was going to show you, I just did this little telegram. This is from the 6x6 pad, and I distressed the edges as well. I didn't put anything in there because I had that pattern. I really liked it. So I hope Cindy likes my little mousetraps I made for her. I'm going to get them in the mail today, and so hopefully she'll have them in the next couple of days. And so just go over and check out Craftsupplies1 on Zibbet. She's adding stuff, I believe, today. She's always adding new stuff, and she's getting a whole bunch of new charms and flowers, and I believe she's got some, I think I seen some mulberry paper flowers. And then she's also got some like really shabby chic white flowers, and I believe they come in a couple of different colors. But I really like them, and I hope I get some. So anyways, just head on over there and check out her store. And so I would just keep an eye on it every once in a while because she's always adding new stuff. So I hope you guys have a great day. Leave any questions, comments below, and I will get back to you. Thanks for watching. Bye.